What's going on, Jerome's Minnesota Fine Vikings, New England Patriots getting it on. First day of two joint practices ahead of Saturday's preseason showdown at historic U.S. Bank Stadium. Of course, storylines are there. Bradbury is back. Stephon Diggs is back. And first off, Stephon Diggs was the second best receiver on the field. Just the separation was legit. He looks good. And less than a year removed from an ACL at 31 years old. It's pretty damn impressive. What was in that pink stuff? Or was it Cardi B? I don't know, but it's found the fountain of youth. And I feel like Diggs is in the sweet spot for receivers because a lot of wide receivers early on get by on athleticism, right? And then you learn all of the skills, all of the tips and tricks, route running, getting separation at the stem, maybe hanging on to the DB at times, all the little tricks, right? And then about 30, it's a combination. You still have athleticism, but you're a refined route runner, got the hands, got everything. I feel like Diggs is in that window right now. Jefferson has like 5 years until that window, which is good, but it's okay. Now, of course, J.J. McCarthy is the story. Also, Donovan Jackson just tossing dudes out the club. It was fantastic, man. But, of course, this is the meeting of the minds. This is the most beloved Vikings quarterback in team history, and then some dude who went to Michigan. Yeah. And also, don't for a second say that you didn't get swept up in passion, not fever. I mean, come on, man. Where the dude just got added to the squad and probably has 4 quarters of just insane football. Two against the Falcons, 2 against the Saints. And then everything just sort of fell apart. But, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Also, it looked good. I feel like the downside was when he learned the offense and learned his teammates' names. So it's like, hey, JJ, how's it going? How's Jefferson and my other beloved teammates doing? Like Tim. It's probably one named Tim, right? What about the tall one? What about the short one? What about the suspended one? How they doing? All right, good talk. Yeah. Also, it's kind of cool. Joint practices, former teammates, former college teammates getting together sometimes. Here, pictured Blake Brandel as well as Kyle Pecco, defensive tackle for the Patriots. Sort of bounced around the league, but both Oregon State alums, teammates for one season. Awesome to see that. Cool. And also Donovan Jackson. Just that, I can't wait till the Vikings hype video comes out with this. But Donovan Jackson downfield, just trucking dudes, like throwing dudes out the club on an Aaron Jones screen. Which, by the way, the Vikings screen game this year looks pretty damn good. All right, so some takeaways from Vikings Patriots practice number 1, overall Vikings practice number 14. So as Kevin O'Connell announced to the media jackals, Jefferson's still out this week. It was active in practice, as he's always been, but nothing formal. They'll reevaluate next week, but no work for him in the joint practices. So on one hand, you're a little concerned, but also it's still 4 weeks until week 1, roughly. Also, it's not like Jefferson's like in a leg sleeve and just sort of limping around out there, but he's active. He's running around. He's jumping around. Like, looks like he's having fun. Right, so we'll see. It was a high intensity but professional practice. O'Connell basically flat out said, no fighting. Donovan Jackson got a little chippy in there too, besides the throwing dudes out the club play. Diggs was the number 1 receiver in one-on-one separation, absolutely cooked Akuda, got the better of Murph in some one-on-one spots. Vikings wide receivers, especially in the one-on-ones, a lot of drops. And that's something that's sort of crept up as of late, and it has coincided with some concern about Vikings wide receiver depth. I think things will be fine. But especially when it's Jalen Naylor having hands issues and, those sort of his downfall last year, even though he filled in nicely in spots. Mild concern? Mild. Yeah. The McCarthy-Addison connection is still fruitful. I mean, Addison Diggs was great, but Addison was the best wide receiver on the field. And there was a big-time 4th down and 2-minute drill as well. Nice little connection. And I don't know if this is a thing, but it seems like it. It seems like McCarthy and Addison are always connecting on left breaking routes. Like everything just breaks to the left. So the Vikings quarterbacks are the opposite of Mitchell Trubisky-Ponder. Everyone can throw left. It's good to see. Also, McCarthy looked good in sevens, then an overthrow and picked off by Marcus Jones. So whatever there. So it's basically everything has been like sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not so good. Josh Dobbs, Passionate, got picked off by Nudie in 11s. Nudie have a nice little rebound. So he had like 3 days in a row where he was on fire, then a couple not so much. He was okay in the preseason game. Also got pick 6 by Kerryama Jaywardson. Plus, there's a punt off now. I feel like this is going to be the theme for these 2 days of practices, because there's a busted coverage on Mac Hollins, the weirdo that doesn't wear shoes. Then he punted the ball into the Vikings end zone stand, and then going the other way, Kerryama Jaywardson punted his pick 6 ball into the third field. So I don't know, maybe that's the thing. Like every big play is just gonna be punted, and then maybe we'll find a replacement for Ryan Wright. Don't know. Darisaw, Kelly, and Fries all worked with the first team O-line with 11s. Offensive line had some good and bad moments. I mean, McCarthy was under duress a lot, but when he was able to be clean, he was still timing things up nicely with Hawkinson over the middle. Addison connection was very fruitful as well, like we said. McCarthy was pressured quite a bit. The Vikings offense drew about 10 penalties on the Patriots defense. That's what's kind of cool about, well, I mean, the Vikings have an officiating crew during regular practices too, but especially joint practices, you get to see penalties and all that stuff. It's going to be good. Also, the Brosmer bomb, back again. It was cut and paste from the other day. A 40-yard bomb on the left side up to Tim Jones. Who? Tim Jones. Just the connection is there. And I feel like at a certain point, the Vikings will have to keep Brosmer on the 53 because some team's going to snatch him up. If you tried to get him through waivers onto the practice squad, it's probably not going to happen. Donovan Jackson, it's for real. 3 pancakes on the screen, 1 at the line of scrimmage, 2 downfield. It was good to see. Also got a little chippy during 11s, but no haymakers, because Donovan Jackson is smart. He understands you do not punch a man with a helmet on because you're more likely to break your hand than cause harm to that individual. Also, no fighting. That too. And we mentioned this before. A lot of screen work with the Vikings. A lot of slip screens, tunnel screens, slow screens, tight end screens. So it may just be something they've been working through the last couple of days, but also this might be a hallmark of the Vikings offense this season, which would be perfectly fine, because I feel like that's something that's been lacking from the Vikings offense as of late, where O'Connell runs screens, except they'll go for -2 yards. Every single one of them are just doomed. But there's something so sexy and emasculating for the defense when you just have a little screen that just goes for a huge gain. Fantastic. Plus, generally you get offensive linemen out in space ready to truck a DB. It's awesome, man. It's good stuff. Also, Vikings pass rush, sort of hot and cold. When they got to Drake May, but when May had some time, he was able to operate and do some good things. Henderson got his, So Cashman outside, how about that? Had some nice coverage reps. Also got a couple sacks. Ivan Pace Jr. in coverage. Sort of got burned on a wheel route to Henderson, but what are you gonna do? All right. But it does raise your eyebrow a little bit, because Henderson is going to be a star, and he's a good proxy for what the Vikings are going to have to face against Jahmyr Gibbs twice a year. So we'll see. Punting competition is legit. Honestly, if you keep Ryan Wright just because he can hold, not a very good reason. Yeah, but Oscar Chapman's leg is live and in living color, man. Will Rocker, hey, so John Parker Romo, stand down. Riker nailed a 48-yarder in 2-minute drill. That was the one where McCarthy hit Addison on a nice 4th down conversion, keep that drive going. Also banged one in for 44 and for 53. The 53 might have been good from 70. That's a new number. Actually, I want to see the Vikings just line up Riker from 60. Just 2nd down. You're at midfield. No. You're at your own 43. Oh, no, you're on the opposition 43. I'm really good at math today. Yeah. You're on the opposition 43, 2nd down, just kick it. Just see what he can do. Why not? Anyways, that's it. That's at Vikings-Patriots joint practice number 1 is in the books. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.